Hello, welcome back once again to Hillside. Thought I'd just do a quick whiz around the nursery, garden and cover some of the stock we've got today. Beautiful day for it, grey, wet, windy, lovely, champion. Anyway, here we go. Got some really nice multi-headers and what have you in stock at the minute. First one here called We Are Family. It's about a 4 foot, just under 4 foot, mummy and daddy fern with a little 1 foot down the base there. Really nice fern. That one's on at $7.50 at the minute. One of our little 10 litre potted DAs. They're coming along quite nicely now. Starting to put out some decent croziers. Triple headed that one. So Ronnie and Reggie, 6-7 foot maybe, twin trunk, lovely curve to them. They're actually sold pending delivery. Next up, we've got one we've called Cactus Jane, about 4.5 foot with a couple of foot side trunk on it. Really interesting trunk on this one. So as you can see, really kicking into gear. Looking lovely. That one's on at $5.50 I think. To the left of that, we've got the Lav. That was named by our good friend Stuart from Stu's Exotic Escape. That one's not actually up on the website. We're not sure whether to keep it or not. I think we probably will, but anyway, if it does go on, it'll probably be about 400 quid I think. A 3 foot curved trunk. Say little, he's quite a chunky one that. I think he's up about $3.50. Really nice shape to this one as well. 2 foot curved trunk. Really nice shape to it. I think that one's somewhere between 200 250. 5 foot. Quite a slender trunk this one. Lovely curve to it. That one I think is available at the minute. But we do have a potential home for it. I think that one's up $4.50-ish, something like that. Another double trunker. This one we've called the Throne, largely because it looks very similar to the Lav. Again, 4.5 foot-ish, something like that. A couple of foot side trunk. That one's available at $5.50. Next up, 4 foot mammoth trunk. That beast is already sold, I'm afraid. Lovely fern, that one. A 2 foot slender trunk, 130 quid. You can post that as well and remove those old fronds. And that one can be posted. And behind that there's a nice chunky, well, it's quite more regular at the base, but it gets to be a really nice thick chunky trunk at the head there. Lovely curve to it as well. Really nice fern, that one. I'm not sure exactly on the price. No price on it, must be free. I think it's around 500, 525, something like that. God, excuse the mess. 2 foot regular. And behind that is a 5 foot really big, thick, chunky trunk, curved. Can't remember the price on that one either. Probably $5.50-ish, something like that. 550, 600. All the prices And pictures are on the website for the more unique ferns. We've got a 6-foot double trunk, so it's single trunk and then it splits out. You could, if you wanted to, actually clean out the middle between the two trunks. They are starting to separate now anyway, but if you wanted that bit more division, you could actually clean some of the material from between them. That one's up, I think just shy of £1,000. Wind's blowing something around somewhere. Nice. Next up, I think there's a 6-foot, again nice big thick chunky trunk. I think that one is skirty girty, which is 750. Big thick trunk and really nice skirt to it as well around the back. Lovely fern. And I think she's about 750. 4-foot curved trunk again. It's on the move. Again, another really nice fern, that one. 450. What else have we got? We've stuck all these in a pot. Weren't sure whether just to sell them as one lot or what. I think we've sold one of those now. 2-foot slenders, 130 quid, a little bit of a curve to them. Make quite a nice little fern for by a pond, like that. Little 2-foot chunky trunk. 3-foot chunky trunk, sorry. I had 255. One up here is called panpipes. It's 3 2-foot trunks. The tallest is actually probably just shy of 3 foot, and the smallest is actually probably about 2.5 foot, maybe just under. Quite nice. They actually get a little bit thicker as they get taller, so from left to right there they size up, and the fronds sort of follow suit as well, so it's quite a pretty fern when it's not being hit by the frost as it is at the moment. I think that's 525, something like that. 6-foot fern, probably nearly 8 foot. This one we call long enough to be continued. Only about 8 foot long in total. Will make a fantastic feature stretching out over a lake or big pond. Very nice fern. That one is 850, I think. Spectacular thing, really is. That's our 10-foot. Anyway, we'll head up the top, see what's up there. Another little 2-foot curved. This one's on at 250. And then a bit on the lean, he's quite a heavy one, he's pushed the post over. Another 3-foot chunky, 255. Right here, Armata. Really nice thing, that. It's the only one we've got left. We bought 3 around this size and had a couple of smaller ones as well. Lost them all in the winter of 2022. One of mine's, you may have seen the video we put on recently. This one's got both female and male cones. Hopefully we'll have some little Wallamai babies this year. No, seed at least. Whether they've turned into babies, who knows. Next up, another 5-foot, quite slender trunk. Curve to it, really nice. Fern. It's about 475, that one I think. Move over to one of my favourite ferns in the garden, in stock at the moment. This is Big Mama, 6 foot, absolutely ginormously thick trunk on it, lovely curve, just fantastic. Can get a better shot of that curve. Lovely fern. It's one of the more expensive ferns in stock. It's on at $8.50 at the moment. A little 3 foot, I think, curved trunk there. It's about $3.50, I think, that one. If you see anything you like, do drop us a message. Tell us roughly where in the video it is, and we can double check and confirm prices. And you can pick the exact fern that you want. Okay, we've got some 1 foot DAs down the bottom there. 80 quid, including delivery. Some of our squarrosa. Squarrosa prices range from, I think, 145 to about, for a 1 foot, up to 615, I think, for a 6 foot. Might be 600, I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm going to check the website. 3 foot chunky trunk, again, another one at 255. And a little 1 foot that's kept some fronds from last year. Squarrosa. Squarrosa are a lovely fern. Just be careful on location. They're really not sure whether they're going to be suited to our winters or not, so best to only get one at the minute if you have got somewhere that you can overwinter it. Bits and pieces, small juvenile ferns. Cyathea, trachy. These little Cyathea camouflage are quite nice. Not really into variegated plants, but they've really grown on us. Really nice plants. This is our private stash of cyathea, sphaeropteris. We've got medullaris there, twin trunk cooperi at the back. This dead looking one in the middle is australis. That one is dead. Didn't water it, or it didn't get watered whilst we were on holiday for 2 weeks. It was only February, wasn't particularly hot, but just that lack of water killed it off. Fortunately, we managed to get this australis here to replace it. Nice 2 foot chunky trunk. DA there, that one's sold. And then we've got a few waggies, daylilies, some potter DAs, the 1 foot. 80 quid posted. There's a cooperi Highland lace there. It's a really nice thing. Behind that we've got another nice multi-head DA. I think it's 3.5 foot maybe, something like that. The main trunk, a couple of side trunks, 2 to 3 foot each. That one we call the Rockies. I think that's on at 525. Another nice group of ferns. Another one of our squarrosa. This is the result of a newly emerged frond and then getting a frost. So the others that were unfurling are still going, they're not too bad, but that new growth just doesn't really stand a chance against frost. They did have fleece on, but unfortunately it's just a bit too much for them. But they are a fantastic looking plant. Our little 1-foots. They are generally a bit bigger, probably close to 1.5 foot. Lovely plants, lovely plants. Coming through here, 3-foot curved trunk. Yeah, I do like it when they're kind of that bit more slender at the base. Yeah, it's not skinny by any means, it's a decent size. But then they just get fatter towards the top. It's a really nice shaped trunk. Say 3 foot, 350 I think that one is. And then we've got a couple of stonking specimen 1-foots. Really big thick trunks. They are 120 each. 3 foot, huge chunky trunk, 3 foot curved. Really nice fern. Kicking into gear. Little 2 foot, another interesting curved trunk. 2 foot's 250. This one's 350. We've got a 6 foot regular, 6 foot chunky trunk. So I think the 6 foot chunky is 540. Regular trunk is 480. This one's a fantastically big, thick, chunky 3 foot. Extra chunky. That one's sold. Pending delivery. Another 5 foot, more slender. If I can get the fronds out of the way. Curved. There's another one around 475 for that. 4 foot Y-shaped double with a bonus little one there. That one's 595. 4 foot regular trunk. So I think that will be 300-ish, something like that. And then we've got some 2 foot chunkies and extra chunky. Things are insanely fat. Another 4 foot regular, 300 quid. These extra chunkies are 190, and the slightly thinner one, the chunky size, is 170. Perfect timing, tractor came past. This is a good example of the different sizes. We've got an extra chunky on the left, chunky in the middle, and then a 2 foot regular trunk on the right. You can see how much of a difference there is. Lovely little 3 foot curved. Again, lovely trunk on this one. Actually splays out at the base. I don't know what the price is on that one. 325. Lovely. And the 2 foot chunky trunk, 255. And then we've got some more 3 and 4 foot curved trunks along here. Another 3 foot chunky or extra chunky. You see we've still got the fleece in from when we wrapped them last night because we were expecting a bit of a frost. Some really nice ferns in here, but there's a load of ferns in the way as well. I can't be bothered to move them. Again, they're all starting to move now, which is lovely to see. It's nice that most of these have stayed pretty much green. Another one of the 120-pound 1-foots there, big chunky beast. A couple of trackies, they're the 95-pound trackies, those ones. English grown from seed, cold and slow, perfect. Nice big root ball on them, bursting out of the pots. Need repotting again. So around the back garden, excuse the mess. Believe it or not, it's marginally tidier than it was a little while ago. It's a very quick whistle stop tour. Nice little Trachycarpus princeps there, nice thing. Jubea chilensis, or Ubea as I think it's pronounced properly. Fantastic thing. It's really starting to size up now. Lovely stuff. Big chunky 5-foot. Again, love this sort of thing where so you had a branch or a tree or something growing through it in habitat. It's a really natural feel. Like the monster. 8-foot. The supplier named that one the bird's nest, but we've renamed it Big Richard for the obvious reasons. Another couple of the 2-foots down here. These are extra chunky, so they're 190. Another one here. Acarias. Couple of cord lines there, finally starting to regrow to being cut to the ground in 22. Big triple tree fern. So that I think was a 8, 9 and 10-foot triple trunk. Coming from the one. Just love this beast. Wasn't fun getting it in the garden, to be fair, but there you go. The fronds just go on forever. More tree ferns, and these trunks that we're using to edge the path are actually squarrosa. So, and that's part of the reason they're that bit more expensive. They're not as easy to get going as the Antarctica. So the supplier has kindly donated us their dead trunks that we've used for edging some of the paths. So as you can see, there was quite a lot that didn't make it, but again, it was the first batch, so it's not the end of the world. These things will get better with time. Sabal minor over there. Tree ferns. Schefflera delaveyi. Delaveyi, however you want to say it. Double trunk there. Unfortunately that trunk was dead when we got it. We've given it about 5-6 years to see if the one on the right will come back. It won't, so we're going to try grafting that. We'll probably put a video on. Fancy a spider's web. Another little Sabal minor. That one was supposed to be Louisiana, which is a giant one, but it's pretty small compared to the other one. But who knows, we'll see. See, beds are all looking quite bare at the minute, but everything's starting to kick into life. We've got the Musa Bajou, so we don't protect that at all anymore. We've still got a good 8-9 foot of height on them, and even if they do get cut to the ground, there's so much energy in the corn now, they just bounce back not a drama. Ferns, little sertomium. Another pile of squarrosa logs ready to go in. This fern was quite a heavy one, and you see it pushed its post over, but we just let it do its thing really. It didn't fall over, so we just let it do what it wants to do. This one in the middle was my first tree fern, a fair few years ago now. Looking good. This one again is a triple trunk. Fantastic piece. Let's imagine, or try to imagine, how it got to be in that state. Falling over near a gully, near a stream, something like that. And then twisting, winding, trying to find its way back to light. Another one here, another multi-header, 5 foot. Something like that, main trunk. This beast used to have 9 heads on it. We lost a lot of those heads in the winter of 22, so disappointing, but it is what it is. It still looks, I think because there's so much going on there, it still looks a fantastic plant in summer. Again, it's done a lot better this year than previous winters in terms of holding a lot of its fronds. Trachy. Can't remember which one that is. Nainatel maybe? Nainatel, yeah. And we've got a little Trachycarpus tachyle here. It's the first year in about 8 years that it hasn't spear pulled. So it's looking good. And hopefully we're over the worst of the spear pulling, and it'll be good going forwards. Again, DAs, double trunks, nice big chunky one in there, straight trunk. Again, this curved one down in there with the skirt on it. That used to be a double trunk, but one of the side trunks was lost. This is another lovely one. Double header, lovely curve to it. Calopanax just gone in. That's gone in where we used to have our Washingtona robusta, which is, well, what's left of it is there. Again, another casualty from winter of 22. It's bit of the dust, but it was so difficult to get the thing out, so we've just left it a few years, let it rot down a bit, and pulled it out. Euphorbia minors merlot, nice little thing. Trachycarpus windsor. Little tetrapanax coming back, which is nice. We lost all our big ones again in that shitty winter of 22. Another one we nearly lost in 22, Butea catarinensis. So that spear pulled, thought it was a goner, but it's starting to come back. Well, it's come back really well actually, to be fair. Been a few years now. Waggy. the cover that was over the nanoprops. It's got blown over, smashed to pieces. More tree ferns. Brian, I think. 5-foot curved trunk. Can't remember the exact price on it. And then a few more. These two in the middle here, curved trunks, are for sale. God knows what the prices are. This bad boy, tuning fork, 6-foot twin trunk, lovely thing. Again, one of the favourite tree ferns in the garden. A rather yellow looking trachy's there, desperate need of a repot. So I need to finish off this patio, get the electrics in. Yeah, winter cover for the arid bed. Should be taking that down soon. Not that there's much left to protect anymore. A video of what's left of that in the summer. This bad boy's called Beefy, triple trunk. Nice big wide trunks. Fantastic thing. There he is. Another one that undenied whether to keep or sell it. But placed it on a nice soft patch of ground and just rooted itself in it, so that one's staying here. A couple more extra chunkies, 2 foots, 190 quid. Trachy. A few bits and pieces all on the website. Knife Happy Halloween, they're a really nice one. Virginias, grass things, formiums. It's the Nanoprops Richiania. Really never looks great, but it shouldn't really be here at all, so glad it's still alive. Mahonia, soft caress, waggies. This waggie's just going nuts this year. Some male. Just got so many flower heads on it this year. Absolutely bursting. And this one over there, the female. So it's quite nice to get some pure waggy seed. I try to hand pollinate everything and protect from intruder pollen. Mine is Merlot. A few bits and pieces. Triple trachy. It's a shame that thing is not really much bigger than when we put it in. It must have been in 6 or 7 years now. On the flip side, this other one has just rocketed up. Really nice thing now. Arum, Telecum marmoratum. Really nice plant for winter. Colour, nice green, really nice pattern on it. As you can see, it spreads quite nicely too, which is lovely. Camerops, Yucca gloriosa. I think it was only one stem when we put that in. It's gone absolutely nuts. Wallamai, twin trunk. Yeah, I think that'll do us for now. So you've seen our garden in the spring. We'll do an update video in the summer when it will look very, very different to how it is now. See you then.